Hey, Leslie.
Hope everyone's having a great. What was that?
What?
Hi guys.
Hope everyone's
Hi.
having a great Wednesday.
We saw the video, Leslie. That's pretty cool.
Oh, the
Yeah.
talk about Bruno.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one Aaron did, that was really cool.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
no, that was sick. All right. Well, I guess it's time to get started. We do have just a few questions from Ashley Pruitt of how I'm having issues pulling it up again.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll pull it up. Give me one
Yeah,
sec.
thank you. Nope, I got it. Okay. Never mind. We
Okay.
good. All right. Can everyone see the screen?
It's still loading up for me. Yep, see it now.
All right, so let's get started. The first question we got from Ashley Pruitt is the flash is not working. What settings do we need to be on? So the flash not working can be, well, one to three things, most likely. Just make sure that, Pal, do you remember what booth Ashley's working with?
Give me one sec. Let me
I guess it's fine. So depending on what booth you have, if it's an external flash or if it's like a Astro
Mirror
or
2.
Miami, Mirror 2, so it's external.
Wow.
Just make sure that everything's plugged in. As always, make sure you do plug in the right cords. But most likely why the flash is also not working is because of the camera. It cannot focus, so you got to make sure you also have proper lighting for your camera. Here, let me pull up the camera settings that I would recommend. I guess you should try for not focusing, but most likely it's a, what do you call that? I don't know, most likely just can't focus. I'll be pulling up my camera so I could show you all the settings. But what most likely is going on is just make sure that your camera is not touching the glass, and just make sure it has enough space for the camera to actually autofocus. Because normally the Mirror 2 wouldn't have that issue. You can kind of keep it back. Okay, I plugged in my camera. So for the camera settings that I would normally recommend as like a default starting point, just so you can start kind of increasing the ISO just a bit by bit, will be changing the AV setting or the F setting aperture to 5.6, the shutter speed to 1/60, and the ISO would be normally at 400. And I would say try those settings if the picture is still coming out dark, just increase the ISO by 1 to 800. And to have the best image quality, I recommend using the JPEG large fine setting. That would probably as well give you just a better quality of image. But again, if the issue does persist after like adjusting your camera, repositioning it, make sure that your camera is maybe on autofocus and you have enough lighting, then I would say again, reach out to support@photoboothint.com. And any questions with any flashes or just camera settings in general, in chat or Facebook Live.
Seeing on Facebook yet?
I think on Facebook. There's a delay on Facebook as well.
Yeah. Leslie, do you have a question? Since you guys are
Yeah.
talking about the flash, would you recommend what setting you would use for nighttime event outdoor? You got that, Archie?
I'm sorry?
Um.
Should I ask him?
Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah, go ahead.
I got confused.
Oh, so like if I were doing an outdoor event, during the nighttime, what setting would you recommend since you're already right here, like in the flash
In the flash.
for the mirror booth?
Honestly, even on nighttime, it still should be fine with the normal one. But if it's like super dark, because do you also have like sufficient lighting, like light bars or something like that?
We haven't gotten them yet, so I ordered them, but they're not here yet. The ones you guys told me to get. So that's why I was like, okay, I'm only gonna have
Oh,
one
yeah.
flash,
Mm-hmm.
and it might be dark, but not too dark. But so that's why I wanted.
If you don't get your light bars by then, what I would recommend doing is, this one's gonna be kind of complicated. what you could do is, I think I've talked about manual mode a lot. Manual mode, even if it can't focus, it'll automatically take the picture. But the
Mhm.
issue with that is you're gonna have to manually adjust the focusing. So I'm gonna turn on my webcam just to show y'all how to do the manual mode. There's also an article on that as well. That we can also talk about. So I got snap camera. Give me a second. So again, if you don't have sufficient lighting and you're at nighttime and there's for sure no way your camera can focus, you could also try to force a manual mode. This is as well just for emergencies and would kind of be a pain to kind of focus at night. But I'll still talk about it. You never know. Why is my camera still on snap? There's okay. So here's your camera. On the top left, looking outwards, right here, there is a button that says AF, if my camera can focus, AF and MF. MF stands for manual focus and AF stands for autofocus. Now, if it's at nighttime and you can't focus, try to imagine this. As you see, you can't focus and it won't take the picture.
Yeah, I see that.
But if you switch it to MF,
Oh, it still takes it.
it still takes it. And you also do get an image preview. But now here's one issue with that. Obviously, it's going to be kind of hard to adjust this, but if you manual focus, it'll show you an image right here. And with
Mhm.
that image, you can kind of manually focus it by just twisting this.
Mhm.
Also, you can also look through in right here.
Okay.
You can look through it right here and just kind of focus it until you got it. And since your booth will not be moving until you focus it, just keep it there and just keep that manual setting on. And now it'll keep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's only if you really don't have sufficient lighting and you're
Yeah.
desperate.
We actually have it on that setting already because that's how
Oh.
you showed us how to do it like the first time we ever ran the booth.
Mhm.
And I feel like that just works better than having it on auto.
Oh yeah, auto. I mean, again, your booth will be stationary. You will not be moving your booth normally. So
Yeah.
having it on manual can also just help out with any type of like lighting issues or anything.
Okay.
So
But besides that, like making it brighter, it's only the light, huh? We would need more light. Basically, there's nothing we could do to make it brighter.
if you want to make it brighter as well as there's always the ISO setting. Depending on what settings you're using, the 5.6 and the shutter speed at 160.
Mhm.
These there is one thing to keep in mind. You can also kind of lower these. So you could change 5.6 to 4.5 and the image will get brighter. Don't get me wrong. But there's a little bit of consequences, just a little bit. Like the shutter speed, you could also kind of go up here and you'll get a super bright image. But the issue is if someone were to move legit right when it flashes, you actually get like a blur effect. So we do not recommend going.
Oh, okay.
There's only different circumstances with different boosts, but normally at 160 will be okay. Just change your ISO really. Do you have it at 400 or 800?
I think 800. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it says 800.
Have you already done a nighttime event? Because I think 800 still should be enough.
I did do a nighttime event and they came out dark. That's why I was asking.
And you
They didn't come out that dark, but you could tell I did the event in the night.
had the backdrop and everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then this time I'm using a black backdrop. So I'm like, that might be worse. Because last time I used the gold one.
Mhm.
Again, you can go to 1600. Don't get me wrong. Have you tried 1600 for ISO?
I don't think so. Not sure.
In emergency circumstances, if you legit need that extra lighting, just go for 1600.
Okay.
And hopefully that should fix your issue.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, of course, if you got that lights already, that would tremendously help you.
Yeah, hopefully I get them before Saturday. But I was like, let me just ask just in case I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys.
All right. And any other questions with cameras or manual or just anything for flashes? I don't see any questions. Also, hey, Tom Walsh, I remember you. And hi, Zoe. I think you're a new one.
And Tiffany, Alfred, and Ashley.
Yeah, Alfred.
Hey guys.
I think I remember Ashley. Anyways, and do we have any new members as well? Again, if you are new to your photo booth, you just received it. Again, any questions are good questions. You could always ask. And do not be afraid. How do we do email for beginners? Another question from Ashley.
Mhm.
Okay, so honestly, I'm just going to be straightforward. If you're in the new Darkroom version, which if you just received your booth, which you did, we just recommend using the Darkroom email. It's a lot more easier and just like it's just an easy setup. So the way to do that is you're going to go to global settings on the top right. Can I move this? Turn off my webcam. Okay, you're going to go to global settings on the top right. Go to email and online accounts. Then you should see a Darkroom email right here. If you don't, go up here on the top right where it says add account, then Darkroom email. I'm just going to redo it. So add account, Darkroom email. You're just going to double click this Darkroom email. The sender name will be like, again, like your, I'll say, like your logo, your company or something like that. For me, I'm just going to say Richie. So that's what's going to be sent. And the reply address is if someone were to reply back to that email, maybe they're saying, hey, my picture came out wonky, or hey, I want another image or something like that. I don't know. If they reply back to that email that was sent out, it'll like this is the email that you'll receive it on. Basically, it'll be like your work email, like your work email. I don't know, explain it. Your company email for customers to reach out. And that's about it. It's pretty straightforward. And now your Darkroom email is ready set to go. Any questions for Darkroom email or just email? Oh yeah, before yeah, thank you, pal. I know what you're about to say. All right. So the other thing, so once you got that set up, because I also did see that you had another question with the MMS exceeding limit text.
Mm.
So that is basically whenever you don't set your email or photo to phone to medium size. So on your output setting on the event that you're working with, what did my baby shower event? All right. Click on photo email 1, and you're just gonna set this image size to medium size. And also one thing to keep in mind, always change your message. It's just your choice, but it just, you know, you could put in your like social media. So in photo email, and then click on message. Again, just always remember to like change your message right here. Put it to like, I don't know, your link or social, stuff like that. And subject as a normal email. Same goes for photo to phone. Always remember to change your message because obviously photo purchase. Put it to like your, again, link to your company, your website, whatever.
Mm.
And make sure to never delete the percent order copyright percent. You got to keep that there. Just change everything else in the back. And also medium size. And that should also fix your the MMS exceeding limit text. Most likely you have it on large or something. Any questions with that? Oh, you also have one more question, which was the speeding up the photo process. But any questions with texting or emailing?
I do have a question, guys. This is Tom.
Hi, Tom.
This weekend, I had a error code that was coming up
Mhm.
that said fail to convert JPEG. And what it was, and I couldn't email or text.
Mhm.
So do you know how to fix that issue?
Let me just take a guess, okay? So on your event, you had the save copy originals 1 check marked.
Correct. Yes, I did.
There it is. Okay, so I did, I don't know what's going on recently. That's been coming up. You're not the only one. I was able to fix one of that issue, and it was because of the copy originals. It was check marked. I don't know what's going on. It might have been a Windows update because, I mean, normally there was one recently. But the way that I fixed it was uncheck mark the copy originals 1. For some reason, the save output 1 was okay. So do you have your booth with you to test that out? Okay. But if you do get the error to convert, just try to, I would say try this, just uncheck mark the copy originals 1. And if it's still happening, maybe uncheck mark the save output 1, but normally save output was okay. Now you're gonna ask, how am I supposed to burn the images onto USB or upload it to the drive, stuff like that. You're just gonna have to kind of do it manually because all your photos are still stored here. So in the baby shower, as you see, the event that I'm on, if you just do Control A, it selects all of them. And, or you could just, I think you can also just right click and select all. Yeah. And then just go up here to where it says photo, copy or burn files. You can make the image size full size for this one if you would like. And again, it'll be like normal. You just select the folder, or if you have the Google Drive installed, you set it to your Google Drive folder.
Or you can like create a new folder, right,
Or-
Reggie?
Yeah, or you could just plug in your USB and just do that too as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're gonna have to kind of do it manually by going over here. That's the sad part about it. Until we are reaching out to Darkroom to see what's up.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, but hopefully that should fix your issue for the future.
Yeah.
You're gonna have
In
to
the
manually do
meantime.
it.
By the way, I just plugged in the extended warranty link that we do have. Recently, we actually had a customer who had an accident. She broke the glass of her booth just because it fell down because of the tent that came down on it. She does have extended warranty, so it's important to have extended warranty for, of course, emergency situations. So we have 2 years, 5 years, and the lifetime extended warranty. So yeah, if you're interested, you can always send us an email, support@photoboothint.com.
Honestly, I'm just surprised for that, Chloe, that the monitor still works.
Yeah, it does work still.
That was an interesting one. But yeah. Also, hi Zoe. I see you're new. All right. So you would also like to speed up the photo process. So what I'm taking a guess by that, you mean the animations for the mirror. So to speed up the photo process again, let me go to a mirror event. This is a mirror event. So you're gonna go up here, open the menu, go to device control. And right here, you'll see the videos that are on the animations. So like the attract mode, like your touch here, normally keep that on, don't mess with that. Same goes for your end instructions, which is like the printer's printing. As you know, like if you're only doing digital events, we recommend that you uncheck mark the end instructions since it says your photo is now printing. That's only for digital events. Keep that in mind. That will just speed up a lot more. But there's it.
Yeah, sorry. Dominic Mason does have a question on Facebook.
Mhm.
And I posted it here on the chat. Can you show me how to create an event with photos and GIFs? I watched the Darkroom video and still had so many issues. I have the Prime booth.
Prime booth. All right. Let me get through this question real quick and I'll get right to that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so for the animations again, you'll see the before photo. These would be like the videos such as the which one's this one? Can I open this? I cannot. But it'll be like the before photo one is like, I think like strike a pose or something. You can start unchecking mark these videos if you don't like it and just go straight for countdowns. Your choice, but it will speed it up. I will say that. So just start unchecking mark them, like just uncheck them and see how it is. Like right now, if I uncheck mark all of these and only keep the countdowns, it'll just be straight pictures. So click here, press center, and go straight to countdown. First picture out. I think I have preview on. Oh, I went to my camera. And there you go, second picture. And third picture. And there you go. That's a whole session right there. No, that's a new one. I think I just skipped it. But yeah. Just start on check marking them, but I do like the animations. All right, so the other question was how to make the events, I think, for GIFs and photos. I blanked out. Okay. So you have the Prime boost. So to get started, we're gonna go to screens. We're just gonna make a whole new one. Click on choose. So when you're making a new template, you can just go up here on the top left, click on new. Now for your Prime, I believe that's a Surface Pro, which I remember correctly. So for you, it's actually a different resolution. You have to make sure your resolution actually matches your Surface Pro. So you would change this template size, just scroll all the way up, click on current screen resolution, or I think over here should say your template. But yeah, just make sure that it's on the right template size of your screen. And if you don't know how to check your display screen, you can just right click anywhere on your desktop, click on display settings, scroll down, and then you'll see the display resolution. Whatever number that is, that's what you have to match it with the template. And for mirrors, it's different, as you know. You're gonna change it to vertical, and normally it's 1080 by 1920, current screen resolution as well. Anyways, so I'm just gonna start with a horizontal. Here you can choose your name, the name of the screens. Yes. And Pao, the question, like, is he having issues setting up the GIF or just making a whole new event template screen?
Just making a whole new event. Really.
Okay. So for a background, you can add any artwork. Honestly, I have too many pictures I'm gonna look through. But yeah, you would just click on a background, add artwork, whatever background it is, just make sure there's no copyright if you're gonna be posting it. But yeah, you would just kind of fit that to the back. For now, since I don't really have an image to put on the back, I'm just gonna do a background. Edit screen. You guys would just do a background color by going there, but yeah, I like to be creative. Not right now though. So here's my background, just something that's pink. Now we're just gonna add a live view because a lot of people like live view. I like live view. So add live views right here. Just press OK. And a simple template, normally people like to have like a live view in the dead center, or if you're gonna do buttons, I kind of like to leave some space on the right. Just edit that. And now you want to add your photos, add photos, your choice. So add photos is just where you can actually just move these single photos around. If you like, maybe you want to have them crazy or something. Or you could just do the add photos, which just sets a row. So one row is, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. A column is 4 columns, so just go left to right. So it's gonna be 1 column, 3 rows. So it's just gonna be a 3 picture event. I like to have 3 picture events because it's pretty standard. So your pictures will be displayed on the left, and that's also what's gonna be, well, printed out. Did I get a question? And yes, Lyric, when you most likely will be the next question. Anyways, but okay. So add photos are on the left. This is how many pictures will be taken. So 3 pictures will be taken for this event. You can also do 4 pictures, 5 pictures, whatever you like, but 3 pictures is just standard. Anyways, so you got a live view in the center, 3 pictures on the left. Now we're gonna add a button. So you would like to learn how to do GIFs or filters or just a normal session. So for these buttons, they can be shapes or they can be artwork, such as like cutout buttons, or if you want to be creative, but they're about the same way of doing each one of those. So for now, I'm going to do a shape. So add shape, you can pick your shape. I'm going to do circle. And right here where it says booth command, this is the main thing that makes a button a button. So if you're doing GIF, we're going to set up a whole event, I guess. If you're doing GIF, scroll down until you see burst session. Burst session is just a GIF. And we'll go after I make the screen template, we're going to go to the settings and make that work. For now, it won't work because I don't think I set it up for this event. Anyways, and when shown, I also like to change the when shown to show with start instructions and hide during session. So the button disappears after it starts. It's just nice to have. And then if you go to text here, you can name it GIF or something. You can change the font. I'm gonna name it birthday, I guess. And make sure the vertical alignment is in the middle. Make sure you center align it so it stays in the dead center of the button. You don't have to unless you want to do something crazy. So that's my GIF button. And now that's going to work once I set up some other settings in a second. But I'm also going to do a button just to start a normal session. So again, add shape, change the when shown to show with start instructions and hide during session. Booth command. And for this, I'm just going to do a start session button, which just starts a normal session without anything. Forgot to just start. And I'm just gonna make it like that. Vertical alignment. And that's what happens when you have your vertical alignment to the top rather than in the middle, and when it's not centered. There it is. So now I have a start and GIF, and that's also how you add filters as well. So again, just go through your booth command and see what everything you can do. For now, I'm going to do grayscale. Start photo session after applying the command. And now this button will be like a black and white button. We can do B/W. So right now, this is just a pretty quick event I just made, or screen, just to get it going. Yes. Yes. Okay. So there it is. That's my screen. Now, again, as you saw, I made a GIF button, but now we got to make sure some other settings are set. So the other settings that we're going to make sure that we have ready is the linked out. Oh yeah, video. So for the video, we have to make sure that boomerang in your video settings, you have to make sure that boomerang is set. Also make sure the animation file type is set to default. And the one thing to make sure is you actually add a template here from what I found out. So whenever this sends through your phone, since it is a video, you want it to be like a one frame thing. By that, I mean choose. You want to make sure like it's like a number one, a big number one in the middle. I think I made an event earlier. Yeah, this test V. So as long as it's a big one saying like your template around it, just set that to whatever it is. Just make sure it's a one photo template. Big screen, because it is a GIF, so a video. Anyways, so now we got that set. We're now going to go into, oh, another thing to know. Here is where you change your burst session settings. So your recording time, how long it records for. You can change that. Frames per second captured. Basically, it's like your, well, just frame rate, really. If it's at 10 frames, it kind of looks, well, like a GIF in a way. It just tries to make it look like a GIF. But yeah, just try to play around with your settings to see what you like. Now, the next thing we're going to do is go to text right here. And we're going to set it to GIF preview so you can check out your GIF to see if it turns nice. And then the next thing we're going to do is set it your output. Why do I not have a template here? Let me fix my template. It just bothers me. Okay. So for your output, you have to make sure that on photo email 1, if you're going to do emailing, make sure enable animations is on. Go to settings and then in the animation settings. Make sure that enable boomerang is also checked marked. There it is. Okay. Same goes for photo to phone. Enable animations is check marked. Settings. Oh, also make sure that the animation file type is set to .mp4 for the best quality. And enable boomerang is also check marked. I have a template here for no reason. Ignore that. But yeah, enable boomerang. And now, if you have all that already set, you're ready to go for your boomerang. So we're going to do a test right now. I also forgot to talk about special text. Don't forget to add special text so that doesn't look ugly. Insert special text, the start text on top. Just gonna put them in random spots. Special text is like the touch here or the, I don't know, the countdown as well, just so you can position your countdowns and touch. This will change the font on them. Put the countdown there. Same goes for your video, no, not video remaining. Change my ready text over here. Just go through each start text and you'll see what each does. Same goes for your video. If you're going to be doing the GIFs, there's a video timer over here on the top right. But yeah, just always make sure you have your special text placed and fonts, or change the font of it in color. Just make it look nicer. It's a little bit better. Oh shoot, I have a GIF set to my camera. Oh well. I don't know if you can see, but there's a counter right there. So this is a 4-second video. There it is. Oh, my camera plugged in. Now it's processing the video, and I should get a preview in a second. There it is. So that video template I set to earlier, as you saw in the video settings. So it actually sends that out rather than like your normal original template, as you saw, I have a 1, 2, 3 template rather than that. And as you see, it just kind of keeps looping. I'll set that right. Anyways, I'm going to press OK, send it to phone. I just type in my phone number. I will not type it in on chat, but I don't want to deal with that. But yeah, that's how you do a simple GIF. Again, to change like timed recording, because as you saw, kind of there was a before I started recording, there was like a wait timer. To change that timing, you go to change that timing, so it just starts recording quicker. They have like a they have a timer before it starts recording, so people can get ready and such. But to change that, go to timing. Then there's a countdown timer. Countdown before, is it this one? Oh no, before video, my bad. It was the before video. So this is the delay. This is the delay before video recording. So start recording automatically after delay, and just change this timing to like, I don't know, 4 seconds. 3. I don't know. I like to shorten it. And to change your special text on what it says, because as you can tell, I had it on everything. Start text is right here. Go to your text settings. Start text just touch. Stuff like that. You can change it through here. But yeah, that's how you do your GIF. And again, that also works for black and white and everything. The booth commands for black and white. And that's what happens when you don't set it to disappear after starting the session. The black and white button just stays there. But yeah, and just a normal session as well. Click on start. This is just a regular session. Any questions on screens or GIFs or anything? Before we move on to the next question.
Yes, I have a question. This is Zoe.
Hi, Zoe.
Hi, I'm doing it with you, and I tried to send the video to my phone, but it didn't go through.
And oh, like the video didn't go like send?
No, I think it only came to email.
Are you using Twilio or are you using Darkroom email?
Twilio.
Using Twilio. What I would make sure is, again, just medium size for image size, enable animations MP4. Yes. For Twilio, might give it a second. Did you just put it right now?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Did you just send it right now?
Yes, I sent it to my phone prior to sending it to my email, but the email only came.
Yeah, since it is video, it might just take a quick second. But what I would say is on Twilio, there's one thing to make sure. They actually have logs of everything that gets sent out. So if there was an issue with that being sent out, you can see what happened in the process. So I would say log into Twilio and see if it is still sending or if there was an issue with sending. Always check your Twilio logs if it doesn't send. It helps out a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and if it still doesn't send, just you might have to. The other thing I've heard that you actually have to also add credits for Twilio if you're using the trial.
Yeah, mine's is already full.
Oh, okay, on full. Then yeah, I would say check your logs and see what's going on, but maybe just give it a second as well because it is a video.
Okay.
But did the GIF thing work out and everything's working great?
Yes.
Other than that, yeah. All right. Any other questions with screens?
Yeah, Lyric does have a question about the green screen. Before we do, I just want to let everyone know that we still have the Photo Booth Boss mentor program that's happening every month. If you want to, or be like Innocent, reach 100K in a year, I would advise subscribing into it. The link is on chat.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next question, which was the green screen. Green screens are for sure fun. Okay, let's see. So let me switch the events. I can do it on this event. It's not a big deal. So for green screen, I already have a green screen event. So for the green screen event, this one's it's just some few things you have to change. So you have to change things for your screens, and you also have to change things for your templates. So for your screens, as you see here, you're gonna double click the live view on your own screens or on templates. Double click the live view. You're gonna change this transparency to chroma key. So this is for, as you see, green screen or blue screen background, stuff like that. Now you see it's kind of like a green screen. Same goes for your pictures on the left. You have to change these to chroma key. But do that by clicking on options and change it to chroma key. As you see, 1, 2, 3, it's just kind of like following the background now. So now you got that part. You're gonna save your green screen. Again, I'm saving, but make sure to always save as if you don't want to lose that screen that you just edited. Keep that in mind. Save as. But for me, I'm just gonna save it because I can change it. Now, once you got your screens already set, now you're gonna go to output. You're gonna edit the templates. It was like, as we did before, you're gonna double click your photo 1, change it to chroma key, photo 3, chroma key, and photo 2, chroma key. There you go. Oh, I saved it. That's fine. I'll come back to it. All right, now for me, again, I don't have a green screen with me, so it's kind of hard to show. I will say that. But once you have these settings already checked marked, you're ready to go for your chroma key green screen. I'm trying to remember if there was one more thing. I don't think so. No. Yeah, once you set everything to chroma key, it should just work like that. Were you having issues or something with the green screen lyric?
No, I've just never used it, and I have a lot of corporate events coming up asking
Mhm.
specifically for green screen, and
Mhm.
I just want to be prepared for it. Now, does that require a green like backdrop, of course, to go?
Yeah, it
Okay.
focuses on green. There is one other method that you can try if you want to try without green screen, but it might not be the best.
Where would I be adding the picture that they want the background to be?
Oh, just be like your background. So for this one, like it did for me on this one right here, where I set it to chroma key on what's being printed, it'll be like the galaxy theme.
Oh, so whatever.
Yeah, it kind of just shows you floating there.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay,
just
so
what you
whatever
see.
picture I put as the output screen
Mhm.
is going to be their print.
Yeah, you can also be really, really creative with this. Now, I don't have like an extra one, but you can kind of, what I've seen some more interesting green screen designs is if you have like grass, you can add an extra layer of the cutout grass, so it shows like you're
Yeah.
behind grass.
Yes.
Darkroom made a pretty good article video as well. We could send it out to you as well, so you can kind of get more detail.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, pal, sorry, but you know.
I
Yep.
will
Yeah,
definitely
no
play
worries.
around with that.
I'll have that sent.
All right. Yeah, we'll send that out, but it's an interesting video. I would say you should watch it for more info, but it's pretty straightforward. Okay. So for Jose, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce it. On the event I am working on, there's a special text for the final screen. Thank you, dot, dot, dot. It's in white and small print. I don't see it listed with my other special text. To edit its location, color, and font. I'm sorry? Like
I
in your,
guess
yeah, I'm
uh
just,
wh- yeah, what he's saying I guess is
oh,
the watermark.
oh,
Yeah.
no. He's talking about like the, it says on the final screen, it says thank you and then dot, 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 right?
Yeah.
I think he's meaning the thank you, your photos are printing now, because that's the end text. That's the final special text. I think that's what you're talking about, most likely. And the reason why it's saying dot, 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 it might be that like it's too small, so it cuts off the text. Kind of like if I do this, like as you see for my start text, maybe that's what's going on. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just getting cut off like that. It's still a confusing question, but yeah, I don't see it listed with my other special text to edit. Most likely that is going to be your end text if it's the final special text. So just for an example, add text, insert special text, and then here where it says end text. This is the instructions after the last photo is taken. Oh, and one thing to keep in mind, if you don't want to see like the text at all, I will say this because there's a few customers that don't like the end text, or maybe they don't like the ready text, stuff like that. They don't care about it. Still insert the special text if you want to like remove it completely, is what I'm trying to say. Still insert the special text that you want to remove. For now, I'm going to do the, I guess the get ready text. So you're going to double click that ready text. Go down here and where it says when shown always, you're going to change that to hidden never visible. And now your ready text will never pop up. It'll just be hidden, I guess. So just for an example, as you see, the get ready is not on the bottom anymore. I don't have a green screen, but again, if I just delete it completely, and let's say you don't add it, but and you, I don't know, if you don't add it and don't keep it as hidden, it'll pop up in like this, that get ready right there. Darkroom will force put it there. So again, if you want it completely removed, still add the special text, just put it to hidden never visible. It's a little extra tip there. Ashley Pruitt, my camera settings will not change from AE mode from green to MAV, and the TV are stuck at 0. Most likely what you have it on the back of your camera, because I say right now you're on, I think that's auto, isn't it? Oh, you're on P, program AE. So to change that, you can't change that to darkroom. You actually have to go to the back of the booth and move it from your camera. Here, I'll turn on my webcam. Okay. So right here, this little knob that's on the back, you'll see this. So whenever you flip it, you see that it changes from AV and M. You have to make sure you're on M, which is manual. And a good little tip is go all the way to the end and use video mode to position your camera. Here's video mode, so now you can position your camera. Just a little tip, but always remember to switch it back to manual. It's always gonna be at the end. So you have to turn that knob and switch it back to manual. That's most likely what's going on your end. Then after that, now you can actually edit your darkroom settings through, well, darkroom. Any questions with manual or video mode or special text? Ah, okay, perfect, perfect. All right. We're only on 3 minutes left. Pow, anything on the Facebook live chat?
No.
And any
Wait.
questions?
Yeah, Jose mentioned so the end text cannot be edited.
I'm sorry?
I just posted it on chat.
Oh no, the end text can be edited. So over here in text, here where it says end text. Yeah, everything that's special text, you have to go to your text. So on the text screen right here, and then here where it says end text, that's where you can actually edit your text on what it says. Like I'm just gonna say hello, goodbye or something. Now, if you mean by editing the end text or any of these texts, you can just double click it. I think you mean like the font. You can change the font of these to make it look prettier. Font size, you can change the text color to red. For example, I'm gonna do I have the ready text here? I do not. Let me add the ready text. But yeah, you can like also edit it to make it pretty with your own fonts, your own colors. Right now I'm using the birthday, which is like cursive.
They also mentioned that they're trying to like move it around.
So he's trying to move its location or font. How would we do that? Oh, yeah. So in this, oh yeah, okay. That's what I'm doing, right? Yeah, no, that's what I was doing actually. Yeah. So you're gonna add the special text and just select it like normal. And here you can change the font.
Yeah.
Again, pick whatever font you would like. This birthday personal use one, I love it, but you have to download this on that font. But here you can change the font size. It's like a normal text as well. Text color, text opacity if you kind of want to make it more invisible, stuff like that. But yeah, you can move it around wherever you would like. just drag it over here, or over here. So I'm going to put the ready text on the top left corner with a, and it's going to be red and the percent. And I'm just using ready text for an example, but that could be for any text. So if you see on the top left, get ready is on the top left, has an interesting font and stuff like that. Oh, and this is what happens when you don't have a green screen. That's just a little fun fact. And you don't even show up.
So they mentioned that the end text is not showing up. To double click on it.
You have to, oh no, you have to add it. So on the bottom, you're gonna click on add text. Then click on insert special text and then click on end text. And that's how you add it. I think that's what you mean, because you're saying it's not showing up. So you actually have to add the end text. Oh, it's not list. Wait. Just make sure I'm doing screens and I'm not doing output. I'm hoping you're not on the wrong one. Output is what gets printed out. But I don't think you're on output. Like if you see this, then you're on output. I'm editing the screen, not the template, not what's getting printed out. Just double check it.
Yeah, he mentioned it's showing up, but he never added it.
It's showing up, but I never added it. I'm a
I
little.
mean, it shows up, I guess, on just the normal templates.
I'm getting a little confused with the question now. It showed up, but I never added it. Are you using one? Yeah, are you using one of the original templates? Like, are you just editing over another one? Or is it a whole brand new one? Interesting.
Yeah, by the way, for lyric, I did post the link on the green screen question there. I'm not able to find your email. If you can email us, support@photoboothint.com, we'll send you those articles.
But Jose, okay, we're gonna just Jose. I don't know what's going on. Give me a second. Cool. But if you're still having the issue, I would like you to send us a loom just so we can get this out of the way so I could see what's going on. Just send us a loom to support@photoboothint.com. I'll also type it in the chat.
Yeah, I'll also send you guys an email, just so you can respond back to it.
Yeah,
That
just
sounds
so
cool.
I can see like if you can send us a loom video, that would be perfect, and we can get that covered up.
Yeah.
And we have actually did ask one last question from me. Where does the umbrella on my where does my umbrella go on my flash? So once you set up the tripod on like right underneath the flash, if I remember correctly, yeah, right underneath the flash, there'll be like a hole. Oh wait, there's new flashes, right? There's the different ones. So I think you see like a metal cover on the outside of the flash, like where your bulb's at. There's a cover. You'll see a hole in that cover. Make sure that you position that hole to the underneath the flash. This is weird to explain on call, but yeah, you're just gonna have to slide in the umbrella through that hole to the other hole under the flash. You know, pal, I'm not gonna be able to explain this on call. I don't know how else to say. I don't know how else to word it, but
well, you just slide it in, really, and then you just like twist the, what do you call it, the knob, right?
I mean, for this one, you don't really have to twist the knob. It just kind of stays there. But yeah, it just kind of slides into it. It's weird to explain. Yeah, you have only one hole in the flash. But okay, so you see the, I'll explain it. This is so weird. Okay, if you can send us, do I have a flash with me? Just send us a loom. Well, send us an email to support@photoboothint.com. I'll probably record a video on how to put it in, but it's pretty straightforward. So on the outside, on the outer rim of the flash, there's like it's kind of like a hole, but you're gonna have to kind of move it around, twist the outer rim of the flash around to where you can position it, and it kind of like leans onto it. It's weird to explain. Just send us an email, support@photoboothint.com, and I'll set it up a video. That's actually one. I don't think we have one actually. I'll probably record a video and send that to you. That'll probably be the easiest option here.
Yeah, we'll send you an email, Ashley, about it. Don't worry.
All right, and well, that's it for today. Hope everyone's having a great day, and yeah.
All right. Yeah. Have a good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining this Wednesday's tech call. See you all again next week.
Bye.
Bye, guys.